Welcome to the Zen Underground. It's a shaping room where we're here to talk about some of our board models. And today we have the Synergy Twin, which is a variation of our keel fin design, but with other elements that we're going to talk about. So we can talk about what this board's good for, the type of surf, the type of surfer, and what really makes this board come alive, and all the little things that make it magic. And for surf, this board really works well in our surf that we have here in Southern California, from that kind of fair to medium size to head high. A lot of times we don't have waves that have a lot of top to bottom to them, so this board does generate a lot of speed. So it'll do everything that a fish will do, but it'll do everything a fish won't do. And we try to use the combination of numerous elements in this board, in this package, and that's why the board, hence the name, the Synergy Twin. And which we stay pretty true to the traditional keel fin outline, semi-parallel rails, slightly pulled in tail. And the differences in this outline opposed to our traditional keel is very subtle changes, maybe a little more pulled on the nose also, but stays pretty much tried and true to that standard outline. The design elements of the Synergy Twin offers a lot of flexibility and going more towards the performance side of a fish. Still has our parallel outline, which that low rocker keeping everything that semi-flat here, keeps the board really fast, tons of paddle power. But as we get to the last third of the board, we have this deep center, like hydro bottom concave with V through here, creating a lot of drive and keeping the ability to have that acceleration out of turns and that quick rail to rail response that you always don't get with a fish, but almost to that feel that you get with a shortboard. And combined with, on the tail, we have these slightly fluted wings just to give a little release out of the tail too, to keep this thing loose and a little bit livelier. And overall, we're keeping the whole tail block is a lot thinner than a traditional fish due to what we have going on the deck side too, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But this whole bottom is a single concave from just after your front foot to that deep hydro hull concave through here, about a little more than a quarter inch, almost a half inch, to V out the back through the tips, just to really channel water, push water through here, create a lot of speed, lift, and keeping the board really sensitive. Getting into the contours from our deck side here is we have a semi-flat deck running all the way to probably the last third of the board. And back here, which is unique for this design, is we have this tunnel concave through the last third that starts at the same position as our hydro concave on the bottom. But this really allows you to have your foot a little bit lower on the board, actually lower towards the water, and you get incredible leverage on your heel side and your toe side. Tend to give you that feeling as you would in a binding on a snowboard. So you can really push on your turns, and keeping that volume removed on the top and bottom side keeps the whole tail area a lot thinner. So you get a lot more sensitivity out of the board. The board never feels stiff. In summary, is a great board for increased paddle power, to have something that you'll feel confident on, but just a speed generator, and have something if you want a board that'll really surprise you, and a board that will turn, go rail to rail, come off the top, and be right under your feet. Again, we're on board, as we talked about, will do everything that a traditional fish will do, but it'll everything that a fish won't do. It actually seems to be a fish that has that traditional feel of a shortboard in the feel and the flow. And this board is available in standard polyester PU like this, or even epoxy finish. And this one is a custom, which was glassed by Lights Out Glassing. We have a combination of matte deck and bottom, but with a polished rail here, just to give that contrast to set it off. And with this board, we think it's something that adds just to the aesthetics, and that's Lights Out Glassing.